Hello everybody, my name is Methof. Today we're going to be talking about payment method. So what is payment method? In today's economic world, everything that you need, everything that you want, everything that is in this world costs something, right? And whenever you're being a customer or a consumer, you're going to be having to pay to your business, or you're going to be having to pay for a store or for basically a business to receive something. So it's basically like trading. You give them money, they give you the thing that you need. And so there are a lot of common ways of payment method, which here today we'll learn about them. So here some of the most common ones include cash payment, which is when you give out like the dollars, the cash that is actually like in the paper form, credit card, debit card, mobile payment apps, like when you have those banks on your apps, right? So you scan the QR or something and then it automatically transfer the money from your bank to somebody else's bank. Wire payment, and then checks. Check is like a piece of paper. Usually when you open up like your debit card or something, then you're going to be given like a pile of check, and so for that check you could write in any number, and then that they will automatically like get the money from you when they receive that check, and you will lose the money when you sign that check and you give that to somebody else. So today we're going to be talking about the preferences of these payment methods regarding consumer and business. So first, they all have one thing in common, which is that things that are starting to get less common is checks. Why? In the past, checks was used a lot. In around the 2010s, when check first emerged, people really like it because they feel like way much more. What's that? They feel like it's way much more handy, it's way much more formal. But today, people are starting to use less of checks, and there's not even checks even in today's world, etc. For sometimes it is what you guys can see checks, but it usually just works when there's like a very big amount of money, or when you just want a prize or something. They'll usually give that to you in the check form. But usually when you're buying things, like when you're going to the grocery store, you don't really pay with checks at all. Yeah. So that is what today's world is like. Now moving on, what do consumer prefer? Consumer prefer what's called as credit card, because when you use a credit card, first it's very convenient, it's very fast, right? You just need to swipe it, you just need to tap in your password. And what's another advantage is that it usually offer reward points or like paying money back. So whenever you go to like a supermarket, something you buy, like for example, let's say I buy $100 of groceries. So usually stores would have like you buy $10 to receive 100 points. And for like 1,000 points, then you get like a voucher, you get like a coupon, or you get like a 10% discount, something like that. So that's why a lot of consumers prefer credit card, because first it's convenient, secondly they do not have to carry like a bunch of cash around them, and thirdly is that it offers rewards, gifts, etc. And also cash are not really preferred by consumers because they have to carry like a large amount of cash with them, which is usually not safe, and it's very inconvenient to give it because they have to count the numbers, they have to make sure that the checks are being enough or not. Now comes to business. So business, they prefer cash or debit card. So why not a credit card? Because a credit card, whenever like any business use accept payments from credit card, then they're going to be needing to pay the bank or pay the merchant fee for like about 2 or 3%. So that is like, although 2 or 3% may sound as not like a big number, but to business it still cuts out a very big part of their income. So that's why a lot of business prefer debit card or cash. So today we talk about payment method. There are a lot of common ways of cash, credit card, debit card, mobile payment apps, or checks, or wireless payments. But to consumers, they prefer credit card because of the benefits that they get from it. And business do not prefer credit card because of how it would took away some of their profit. Anyways, although it's a lot of difference between each business. We could all know is that payment is a very important thing in that in the working part and in business and in personal finance, payment methods are very important, and that each individual should be able to control their own payment method by themselves. Thank you for listening. Goodbye.